There you go.
There's more? Can't eat all this.
Don't sweat it, Chairman. Us young folks can handle this chat.
Oh, definitely. My stomach's a bottomless pit. Bon appetit.
Hell yeah! We get so focused on our food that we forgot to actually discuss anything. Oh, it is damn good.
Yeah. We have down business. Yes, I'm kicking us off. This is Kume,
leader of Bleach Japan.
He's going to run for this district's representative seat in the next election.
Now, what you
What you gotta understand about this kid is he's just step
one of
Ryo Aoki's scheme to turn Chincho into his personal political.
Zhao's correct. Kume is just one step. Aoki's other steps include a huge number of Bleach Japan candidates all over the country.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That too. Yeah.
The dam is broken. There's no stopping it now. Governor Aoki's too popular. There's no one that can stand up to him.
So you
Do you think
Kume's
win is a done deal, Chairman?
Pretty much. Kume has Aoki's broad public adoration at his back. Throwing Aoki's fundraising and media incentives. Kume's got a very real shot at this.
I'd say so. He wants a Jincho so bad it's gotten personal for him. Since it was over Kubo's kingdom before, seizing it makes Aoki the heir apparent. That's gotta be what he's thinking.
Yes. I'd venture to say that even if the Citizens' Liberal Party wins every other district, he won't be satisfied unless he wins this one. He's gonna throw everything he's got at this contest.
Definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna roll over and just take it. Anybody with me?
With you on what?
On taking this dude down a peg. I'm sick of getting our asses kicked.
We all are, but...
We can't just let him win. We need to do something. I mean, Bleach Japan is in bed with the Omi Alliance. Isn't that fucked up? It's, hypocritical. They go around preaching about how gray zones need to go, acting like they're heroes or something. Meanwhile, they team up with gangsters to take over Japan, and everyone just claps for them?
Thing is, Kasuga, these gangsters have a governor on their side. They're untouchable.
Are you guys even hearing yourselves right now? What's gotten into you? The Ijin 3 used to protect the weak and vulnerable in this town. Granted, you did it by running a huge scam, so I'm not gonna give you too much credit. But after everything the city's given you, don't you feel like you owe something to it? Look, I know none of you guys did what you did just for the money. Kubo was the one raking in all the dirty riches. You guys wanted to stop a war from destroying this town. And if you don't stand up now, you're basically abandoning the Ijin 3's purpose. It's a disgrace.
You sure you want to finish that thought?
Yeah, dial it down, or I'll set you straight.
Well, I, for one, agree with him.
You do?
Everything you said is true. We all lived in the gray zones, and sure, that ain't something to be proud of. But at least we could be proud of putting food on the tables of our men and their families. You're with me on that, at least, right, Songhui? If we roll over, we will be throwing away everything we've ever worked for.
Zhao.
No, it's true. And remember, I left the Liu Meng in your hands. I trusted you to consider what my men need. This is shaping up to be your first job as their new boss. Come on, Songhui.
Damn it. Fine.
Chairman Hoshino, you got any wisdom of your own to lend us?
Well, I do understand the need to be fair to the city. I'll help. And to think, I only came here for the food. Didn't expect to get roped into some noble last stand.
You know what they say. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
True that. Now let's go take care of Kume.
I have to admit, I will enjoy knocking that little punk off his pedestal. So what's a move?
Good question. We need to strike, but how?
Don't you think it's obvious?
No? What?
We need to ruin the young master's reputation.
Meaning?
We gotta make sure Kume loses the election.
How do you propose we do that?
That part I hadn't really figured out. But once we do, it'll be like kicking Aoki right in the face.
I don't see how it's feasible.
I mean, we could maim him. If he's too injured, he'd have to pull out of the race, and then...
You wanna kill him?
Well, only if he resists.
We can't do that. If he dies, they'll just replace him with some other tool. I'm sure they've got backup candidates waiting in the wings.
Hey, winning. That's how we do it. We just win it ourselves.
Huh?
We win the election with our own candidate. Put someone up who can get more votes than Kume. There's gotta be someone out there who can do it.
Yes, probably. But how do we figure out who this someone is? We're not political consultants.
Well, we should remember the votes for Kume aren't really for him in the first place. They're votes for Aoki.
Good point. Can you think of anyone who fits the bill, Shaman Hoshino?
Unfortunately, I can't say I do. Ogi Kubo was an incumbent here for many years, with no opponents who posed any real threat. The only people who ever ran against him just did so as a formality.
Hey, you seem to know a lot about it. Why don't you run?
Excuse me?
Yeah, people know who you are. You've got charisma.
No Yakuza's gonna win an election, even in the Jincho. If he did, I'd consider the world doomed.
Seriously.
But I could try to recruit someone who would have a chance in the race.
That's a start.
Hope you're not expecting me to shoulder this burden alone, though.
What do you mean?
Elections cost money. A lot of money. If I find a candidate, who's footing the bill for the campaign?
I'll tell you right now, my people don't have a single yen to spare.
Right, so, how much is it exactly?
I'm willing to chip in some myself, but I'll need an additional 3 million yen cash just to register.
3 million? You need that much?
At a minimum. If you can't scrape that amount together, this plan is dead in the water.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Can you do it, Kasuga-kun?
Time to clean up! Okay.
I'm not backing down.
I got this.
Right.
You wanna fight?
I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Eyes on
You're in
me.
it now. Cool. You're weak.
You're gonna get stomped.
I got this.
Here we go.
You wanna fight?
Watch me.
I'm ready now.
Okay. Good fight. With finesse. Hmm? Gotta say, that mahjong parlor was different. I felt kind of fancy being in there. Maybe I just like being called Kasuga-sama. Let's get down to business. We got a job to do.
Again.
Luck favors the boy. How could I miss like my lucky
Worst.
That would happen.
Still making it.
Profit!
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there. We got a job to do.
On the bustling streets of Yokohama, a decade can pass in the blink of an eye. Time marches on and people come and go. But there are some things we refuse to let change, like the uncompromising flavor of our senbei and the place we hold in our hearts for our valued customers. At Ichiban Confections, your smile is our #1 priority. Eat at Ichiban's. We are Ichiban Holdings.
Luck is on my side.
Good shit.
Luck favors the
I
bold.
can still make it away.
We're in the black. That's what you were expecting?
Here's how the business did. These are
Nice. You
incredible
guys did
results.
great out there. We got a job to do.
Let's do some business.
Hey, luck's on my side.
Vault.
Looks like my
I
lucky day.
can still make it away.
We're in the black. That's what you were expecting?
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there.
The shareholders meeting is
We got a job to do.
Let's take that again.
Oh, joy.
Pretty lucky.
Oh, joy.
This is still make it away.
We're in the
That's what you
black.
were expecting?
Profit.
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there.
The shareholders meeting is about to begin.
Consider the shareholders handled.
We'll start with the financial report. President Kasuga, if you would.
We'll kick things off with the financial report.
Thank you. Let's move on to the Q&A. Please raise your hand if you have a If you have any questions, this is the time to ask.
You're missing the forest for the trees.
Listen up.
If you have any questions, this is the time to ask.
I've got some thoughts on it.
Please raise your hand if you have a question.
Okay, listen up. I've got some thoughts on it. Now hold on. Okay, listen up.
That concludes our periodic shareholders meeting.
The meeting went great. We got a job to do.
Let's do some business.
Take that yet. This is the worst.
We're in the black.
Profit.
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there. We got a job to do.
Let's take that yen.
How could I miss that?
Pretty lucky. Luck
Hey,
is
luck's
on
on
my
my
side.
side for
Can
once.
still
Hey,
make it
luck's
win.
on my side for
We're in the
once.
black.
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there. We got a job to do.
Let's do some business.
I'd expect no
Luck is
less.
on
Hey,
my
luck's on my
side.
side for
I'd
once.
expect no
That's
less.
unlucky.
I can still make it win.
We're in the
That's what you were
black.
expecting?
Profit.
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there.
The shareholders meeting is coming up soon.
We got a job to do.
Let's do
Let's
some business.
take that yen. Pretty lucky.
I'd expect no
Pretty
less.
lucky.
What the hell?
Luck is on my
I can
side.
still make it win.
We're in the
That's what you
black.
were expecting?
Profit.
Here's how the business did. These are
You guys did
incredible
great out
results.
there.
The shareholders meeting is about to begin.
ますます頑張るぜ社長。嬉しいね。ますます頑張るぜ社長。勉強になったよ。 だよ。
Well, I had a good time.
Consider the shareholders handled.
We'll start with the financial report.
We'll kick things off with the financial report.
Thank you. Let's move on to the Q&A. If you have any questions, this...
コンプライアンスを守っていますか？ I've got some thoughts on that.
If you have any questions...
なかなかのやり手のよ
Now
う
hold
だ
on.
ね。
Okay, listen up. Now hold on.
いいだろ
If you have any questions, this is the time to ask.
この程度しかでき
You're missing the forest for the trees!
Okay, listen up. Now hold on. I've got some thoughts on that.
Please raise your hand if you have a question.
うまくいっていますが、
Let's try to be flexible.
このままで大納得しました。
That concludes our periodic shareholders meeting.
Well, the meeting went great!
I think that's a wise choice. Leave it to me. Understood.
take care then.
You do know who I am, right?
Just let me at those suits.
All right, it's time for a break. My son needs me for a little bit, but I shall return in a little while. And for anyone watching, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you.